How's it guys, Houdini here, RODE Ambassador for South Africa. Now, RODE has asked me to make a video on Unify as to how you set it up from beginning to end, how you would integrate it with OBS so that you can get the best out of the microphone as well as the actual software integrating it into your streams. So we're gonna jump straight into the video. Okay, so for the tutorial, the first thing that I'm going to show you is that sometimes when you first install the mic or put it into the USB-C slot, your voice or audio is going to be less. So I've already adjusted this, but I'm going to show you how to adjust it so that you can actually get your voice coming through on the microphone, because it will sound a little bit dull. So you want to go over to Control Panel, to Hardware and Sound, to Sound, then we go to Recording. Now we can see here, it is the default. We will go to Properties, we will go to Levels, and you can see I've already adjusted it to 70 to make sure that you can actually hear my voice before I started recording. Otherwise you would have heard a very soft voice until we got to this part. So if you are aiming to use the microphone just like this, you can use it just like this without having to install the Unify software, which is not the purpose of this tutorial. But it's just a note so that you are aware of how to adjust the levels. I found 70 to be the best. You can obviously up that, but pushing past that, the mic starts to pick up the ambient noises. Now we want to install the Unify software. So we'll head on over to our browser, rodex.com/en/Unify. Now you will say download utility for free. You'll just go through the setup wizard straight up. Now, it will recommend that you reboot your PC, which we are going to do. Otherwise, we won't be able to set the different channels that we want. So I will be right back. Okay, so the PC is restarted, but before we open the Unify software, I just want to show you what it's done in the control panel and sound options. Okay, so firstly, it's automatically checked the chat output as your default communications device, which is correct. And then your default playback is going to be the system output, which is also correct. So it's already done this for you. Then into recording, we will see that the chat input is the default communications device again, and then the default device is the stream input because that's where you want it to go. Note that I am still using the XCM50 without the software, and there it is, and that's because I've set this up manually in OBS. Now, when opening the program for the first time, we will see that there is an update, so we will want to update this, which means that we might have another system reboot, but this is the latest version. Now, one thing that I did want to say before is that there have been previous versions, so do note that there is going to be, or there are going to be bugs rather, and there have been a few people that have reached out and said this isn't working, this isn't working. So sometimes the best thing, unfortunately, is to uninstall the software and reinstall it. It will get better with time. It is brand new, so one does have to be patient on this front. Okay, so my naming here looks a little bit different, and I had to adjust everything so that I could actually record and you could hear me, but let me show you what I did. So the first thing is you want to go into the settings. OBS and SLOBS will be the same. You will go into audio, and in audio, make sure that desktop audio device 1 is disabled, audio device 2 disabled, the mic auxiliary device 1, you make sure that that is stream input because this is where the stream is coming from, and then all the others are disabled. So basically just have everything disabled except for this, which you want to be the stream input. Now you will see that this mic has popped up, and that's because I had to enact it in order to be able to record. And to get the microphone up, you will push on the plus. You'll see that it is grayed out now, so you will be able to select it if it's not there, and you will click on it and it will pop up here in your stream mix. So next after that is the adjustments for the mic. Now this can be a tutorial all on its own, but I'm just going to go over the simplicities of it. But click on the actual logo, and then you will be able to see that there is a noise gate, compressor, aural exciter, and big bottom, and you can go to advanced. Now I will take off advanced again. I'm not going to do this now. By default, the noise gate is off. You want to make sure that it is on. This is for any ambient noises that may be coming through that would irritate your stream. So do play around with it. You can always say restore to default if you have messed it up, but it is good to know how to adjust these things, and you can adjust it to the liking of your stream. Now let's go into the meat of the tutorial, and something that really confuses people a lot is these three drop downs. That drop down, and that drop down, or actually all four. Now to put this easy in your mind, or make it very easy to understand, stream over here, just think of this as your main output mix. Whatever you see going on over here is directly what's going into OBS. So you want to make sure that you are controlling mainly here from stream as to what's going to be output over here. Now at the bottom here, this headset over here is the headset that is physically connected to the actual microphone itself. Now from there, you'll be able to hear on this headset what is going on in the stream, the headphone, because it's obviously got its own mix over there, then the chat, recording, and monitor. Now monitor is basically a secondary monitor where you are able to click on that and say, okay, I want to monitor the headphone, chat, recording, monitor, and I want to monitor it through this device or this device or this device. Now that's really nice for something like sound cues. So if you do have people in Discord or somebody needs to talk to you, but you don't want them to go through to the stream, somebody very different, and you want to actually assign that channel, you can have somebody audio cueing you saying, you need to say this now. I'm not doing it at the moment, but it would be cool to say, actually, you need to chat about monitor now, but you guys wouldn't be any the wiser to knowing what was happening over there because it's a completely separate output. So you can use the microphone headset that is connected to the microphone to monitor what's going on in the different channels. And then this is a completely different monitoring system all by itself that is a secondary device. Now let's look at the main stream mix. Now firstly, we have all of these outputs: system, chat, music, game, and the XCM50. Now this sometimes does get confusing for people, but it is quite straightforward, and you will be able to go left and right over here. Now I'm going to play something that's coming from YouTube that will default over here to system. Family. Yes, sir. Now I don't want that audio to come through system because that is where my main game sound is. Now this is where it gets a little bit complicated, or where people generally get confused. But the first thing that you need to open is your audio mixer. Now you won't be able to see it because my screen is ultra wide, but you would go to the bottom right hand side of your screen where the audio tab is, or where the output is, right click on it and say open volume mixer. Now we have Google Chrome over here. Now we can drop down on Google Chrome and we can say, okay, I don't want Google Chrome to output through default. I actually want that to output through the virtual output, or actually rather, let's make it make sense. Let's make it the browser output. Now when I play, you'll see that browser is going to be the bar moving rather than system. In the house tonight. Come on now. And you might be hearing it twice because I'm actually monitoring that through the speakers on the headset. Because I'm about to take you behind the beats. Now note that you can go into the individuals and change the gain, but that's not the purpose. It's just something that I just thought of. Now what I want to do is I want to kill this. But note that you can, through that routing table, choose anything that you want to route. I will show you again by going to the sound, right-clicking, and saying open volume mixer, and then see any sound that comes through. So don't obviously touch RODE Unify, but if you have anything else open like Spotify or a different browser source, you can actually change that and say where you want that to output to. Now, sometimes when a computer restarts, this all gets jumbled or it gets set back to default, which is extremely annoying, but when I used any other device, it was something that always happened. So always make sure that when you are about to stream, that you are checking this table to make sure that, okay, the game is outputting to here or game putting output to here. It should be the same, but sometimes it does get reset. So it is something to note that you are making sure that the audio is routing correctly. Moving on, now we want to start diving into the other output mixes. Now, the first thing that we can say is, okay, let's do headphone. Now in headphone, we'll see that there are other weird little icons that is the link. So this makes sure that you are matching the stream output. So whatever you're hearing here as the bars move is what the stream is going to hear when you're monitoring the headphone. So if I'm on headphone, I want to make sure that I'm monitoring headphone. Now, if I don't want to hear the music, if I only want my stream to hear the music, I'm going to put this as an unlink. I don't want this linked. I want to push this down. Now, I'm not going to be able to hear music. If I go into stream here and I push play,
so cool. Anyway,
you're going to be able to hear the music. I can hear it through the monitor here because I'm monitoring it, but through my headset,
Elvis started early singing gospel music at church at the age of 2, but after that,
audio. So that is from unlinking it over there and making sure that it is not linked directly back to the mainstream. And it's going to be the same thing for chat and the same thing for recording and the same thing for monitor. It's basically the same thing all the way through to make sure, okay, is this linked? So if you don't want the stream to hear it, you need to make sure on the stream output that you're actually taking it down here. So you will hear my voice slowly start to go away and my voice is coming back. So make sure that you're noting that this is for what the stream is hearing. And you will adjust what you want to hear by saying, okay, this is what I want. I actually just want to hear headphones. So I'm going to control headphone. I'm going to go to headphone and I don't want to hear my voice anymore and I can't hear my voice. So guys, this is as basic as it gets. I mean, I can go over everything again and again, but the mechanics of the software is actually really, really simple. It does get a little bit buggy. Yes, there are things that we can do over here, but let's make sure we go back to stream mix and then I'm listening to stream through the headphone. You will hear that and then... So there are many things that you can do with the software, but that's as easy as it is to control. And by making sure that you're outputting the different sources to the different places, you can hear music and hear different music from your stream. Your stream can hear your audio, your stream can't hear your Discord. And the same thing for Discord. If we go to Discord, that's one thing that I should have mentioned, is that in the user settings, we will go to voice and audio and the input device will be stream input RODE Unify, and then the chat output will be RODE Unified chat output. Now when Discord is going, you'll be able to make sure, okay, I don't want my stream to hear the chat, so I can go over there and put chat down, or you can increase it, or you can just go to headphone and say, I don't want them to hear it, I want to hear it, so I'll unlink that in my headphone depending on which channel you're monitoring. So as a roundup, just make sure that you're understanding that this is the main tab. This is what's controlling the audio feed that is going through to the stream input, and that if you want to hear something else, you need to make sure that you're actually listening on the right device, which is selected here, or if you're monitoring through a different headset, it is over here. Guys, that is as simple as it is. Let's head back to the studio. Now, as you know, these things can be extremely nuanced, so if there is something that I didn't answer in the video, please feel free to reach out to me on social media so that I can answer. A lot of people will reach out by putting a comment on the page. I do try and answer every single question that comes through. However, a direct message is the best way to go because it's something that I can never miss, because YouTube actually doesn't notify you on comments. Well, it does, it just does it in the back end, which makes it a little bit difficult. So if you guys want instant answers, please feel free to reach out on social media. My Twitter handles and everything will be in the description below. Look forward to seeing you in the next video. Cheers, goodbye.